Yeah! Let's go, baby! The Tutti Frutti G Fuel flavor. Let's try it. What is up, everybody? Today we're gonna be taking a look at a brand new G Fuel flavor that was a part of the Spring BOGO. It's supposed to taste like jelly beans, which honestly, I'm not a huge fan of. But before we crack it open and give it a taste, you know what time it is. G Fuel code DannyD is 20 to 30% off at gfuel.com. Using that code will save you some dinero and also support my content. So it's a win-win for both of us. And if you tag me on Instagram or Twitter using G Fuel code DannyD, I like to share it. And I might even drop you a follow. But without further ado, let's try some G Fuel. Here is a closer look at the Tutti Frutti G Fuel tub. We got our nutrition facts on this side, and as you can see, we just got some colorful rainbow colored jelly beans all over this thing, and a rainbow itself. Now, as a friendly reminder, this is the energy formula powder, which has 140 milligrams of caffeine, 15 calories, and 0 sugar per serving. Let's go ahead and crack it open, baby. I don't know why, but this artwork totally reminds me of Care Bears. Time to pop the seal. Woo! We've got a white powder, which kind of looks like it has a light pink tint to it. Hard to really tell. There is our scooper. Before I mix up a batch, let's give it a smell. Definitely getting a nice light fruity smell. I'm not really sure what jelly beans smell like. They're like a wax candy, right? But definitely getting a fruit smell. Here is the shaker I'm gonna be using today. And inside I've got 16 ounces of water and some ice. Scoop of Tutti Frutti. Boom. All right, time to shake it up. Gotta fix the hair. Looks like we got ourselves a pretty foamy flavor, but we got this nice light reddish color. Let's give it another smell. Much stronger fruit smell. Kind of smells like a cherry or strawberry of some sort, but does have a bit of a candy smell to it. All right, time for the moment of truth. Tutti Frutti G Fuel. Going in. Interesting. This flavor takes a long time to really come together. So what I think I'm getting is a bit of a cherry taste, but towards the end you get other flavors, but they're so light you can't really distinguish them. It really is kind of like a mix of jelly beans. But it's that cherry taste at the beginning that I think is gonna be the deciding factor for whether most people are gonna like it or not. I happen to love cherry stuff, and this cherry type flavor that I'm getting at the beginning is very mellow, very light. I think if you like cherry stuff, you'll dig it. But if you don't like cherry stuff, I would not roll this one out because it's very light, and halfway through it does transition to like a medley of jelly beans. I do get a little bit of that like jelly bean kind of wax taste towards the end, but it's also, again, very light, very mellow. It does kind of taste like a watered down G Fuel flavor, I will say. Because the flavor is not very strong, it might be too light for some people. And I think that's really gonna impact the score. It's not a very mind-blowing flavor, but it's also not a boring flavor. There's definitely some different things going on in there, some different flavor notes. The fact that it is labeled as jelly bean kind of makes it seem like a bit of a novelty flavor, but as you can see, I've drank over half of it already, which usually indicates that I like it. However, I will say, I feel like there's more cons to this flavor than there is pros. If somebody were to ask me what is a G Fuel flavor that is too mellow, this might be my answer. But if you're new to G Fuel and you want something that's lighter and you like jelly beans, this might be a decent option for you. But I do not think that this is a good flavor to represent the entire G Fuel lineup. It's very different than most flavors. It's not very strong. And I do not quite know if I taste enough flavors of fruit to call this Tutti Frutti. I honestly think G Fuel might have been better off just calling it jelly bean. And so with those thoughts, I am gonna give the new Tutti Frutti G Fuel flavor a 5.6 out of 10. Anything above a 5 is drinkable. I just wish we got some more fruit in there. So there you have it. There's my thoughts on the Tutti Frutti G Fuel flavor. But let me know down in the comments. What do you think? Do you taste that cherry that I'm talking about? It is very light, so it's kind of hard to tell. And also, what score would you give it? And before I go, be sure to snag yourself a Danny Dorito 23 G Fuel shaker. And if you're somebody who has not tried G Fuel before, I always recommend a Danny Dorito 23 G Fuel starter kit. You get my shaker along with 7 different flavor sample packets so you can get your toes wet. It's a good deal. Stay tuned for more G Fuel reviews very soon. And as always, stay safe, be nice to each other out there, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace! It's so light.